So you know that this is the y-axis, and we say that this is vertical. It goes up and down. Okay, so something that goes from top to bottom is described as vertical, and the y-axis is vertical. The x-axis, on the other hand, is horizontal. It goes from side to side or left to right, horizontal. So the x-axis is horizontal. And this is absolutely crucial for today. But these are not the only horizontal and vertical lines that you can have on a set of coordinate axes. You could have this horizontal line. You could have this vertical line. You could have this horizontal line. Or you could have this vertical line. You get the idea. But what are their equations? Well, let's have a look at how we get their equations. So example number 1, it says plot these coordinates. Okay, let's do that. So 3 minus 6, that's along the corridor to 3, down to 6. 3 minus 1, that's along the corridor down to minus 1. 3, 0, along the corridor to 3, but up or down nowhere. That's that one. 3, 4, along the corridor to 3, up to 4. And 3, 7, along the corridor to 3, up to 7. Okay, and then it says join them up with a straight line. Okay, let's join them up with a straight line. And there we are. This line is, what do you think? Horizontal or vertical? It is vertical. It's going from top to bottom, up, down. The equation of this line is something, because all the something coordinates are something. Well, what do we do here? Well, let me explain. So the equation of this line is something because all the something coordinates are blank. Okay, well, let's have a look. What's the same in each of these coordinates? The same thing each time is the x coordinate. The x coordinate is always 3. So we say that the equation of this line is x equals 3 because all the x coordinates are 3. So this line, which is vertical, has an equation x equals 3 because all the x coordinates are 3. Now that is a little bit interesting because, remember, your x-axis, the blue one here, was horizontal, and yet the lines x equals actually go vertically. So that's something you really have to watch out for. Let's have a look at this one now. It says plot these coordinates, minus 6, minus 2. So start here, along the corridor to minus 6, down to minus 2. Along the corridor to minus 2, down to minus 2. So along the corridor, down to minus 2. 0 minus 2 is nowhere along the corridor and down the stairs to minus 2. 3 minus 2 is along the corridor to 3, down to minus 2. And the final one, along the corridor to 5 and down to minus 2. And look, that forms a horizontal line. So this line is horizontal. The equation of this line is something because all the something coordinates are something. Well, let's have a look at those coordinates. Which one's the same each time? The y coordinate is the same each time. It's always minus 2. So we say that the equation of the line is y equals minus 2 because all the y coordinates are minus 2. And isn't that strange? Because if we look back, we can see that the y-axis is vertical, but the lines y equals are actually horizontal. So you have to just remember that. So your x-axis is horizontal, but your lines x equals are vertical, like this red one here. The y-axis is vertical, but the lines y equals are horizontal, like this one. If you're ever stuck, just look at the coordinates on the line, and that will tell you. Look, here, all the coordinates have x equals 3, so the equation is x equals 3. All the coordinates here have y equals minus 2, so the equation is y equals minus 2. So, in summary, the y-axis is vertical, but the lines y equals, like these red ones here, are horizontal. So this one, for example, is y equals 3. How do I know that? Because that coordinate there is minus 3. Oh no, it's not y equals 3, it's y equals 2, because it's going through 2. Y equals 2 here. And look, same here. Go along to 3, but it's up 2. So 2. And finally this one, the x-axis is horizontal, but the lines x equals are vertical, like the blue ones here. So for example here, this coordinate is x is 4, y is 5. This coordinate here is x is 4, y is minus 5. So this one is x equals 4. I've just left these blank here because they could take any value. Okay, so they are horizontal and vertical lines and their equations.